On at least 9 occasions, as Prime Minister Narendra Modi's speech at the joint session of the Congress clearly indicated that Modi struck right chords. Prime Minister Modi used the prestigious stage to highlight India's concerns over terrorism. Modi also spoke of the time B.R. Ambedkar spent at Columbia University a century ago. Modi said Ambedkar brought the influence of the US Constitution while drafting India's own constitution. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is also making his second visit to the White House in 2 years, announced a crucial step towards ratification of the Paris Agreement to limit greenhouse gases. Dwelling on an increasingly close relationship between New Delhi and Washington, D.C., Modi even poked fun at the often raucous nature of American politics before saying he faces similar scenes in Parliament. India's Nuclear Suppliers Group application will come up for review today at the Nuclear Suppliers Group meeting. The bid is likely to face many roadblocks due to China's determined bid to stop India from becoming an NSG member. After being walled in by censorship, the makers of Udta Punjab approached the Bombay High Court for redressal of their issues with the Censor Board. Narendra Kashyap and the entire team of Udta Punjab can heave a sigh of relief as Shyam Benagal has given a thumbs up to the film. Superstar Amitabh Bachchan has spoken out about the controversy surrounding Udta Punjab in Kolkata to promote his upcoming film Theme. The veteran actor reminded that one should not kill creativity for the sake of censorship. Amid spurt of localized violence in Kashmir Valley, army reports show how overground workers of the terrorists are forcing people for funds and running a Hawala syndicate. Cops in Gujarat's Rajkot suspect that the stone man, who was infamous for killing people by smashing their heads with huge stones a couple of years ago, may have returned to the city. In Bihar's Bara town, an operation to kill antelope Nilgai is underway. In Haryana's Faridabad, a businessman was shot dead outside his house by motorcycle-borne men. A student was kidnapped by a group of youth in Bihar's capital Patna. The act was caught on CCTV. With an eye on the upcoming UP elections, the BJP is cashing on the Mathura carnage. The Saffron Party has launched a website which it claims will help to get encroached land free from the occupiers. Cops have seized a wide range of antique idols and artifacts worth millions of dollars from the house of an art dealer in Chennai. Cops have cracked the murder of an elderly couple who was found murdered at their residence in Aligarh. Hundreds of people gathered in Telangana capital to seek cure for their health problems by swallowing live fish. 4 army jawans died and 9 others were injured in an accident in Jammu and Kashmir's Samba. Ahead of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's presence at the 2nd International Yoga Day in Chandigarh on the 21st of June, spiritual leader Sri Ravi Shankar and yoga expert Baba Ramdev will participate in the Chandigarh Yoga Festival from today. A special sessions court today will pronounce the quantum of sentence for those convicted in the massacre of 69 people in the Gulbarg Housing Society case in 2002. The Delhi High Court has asked BJP MLA O.P. Sharma, who has been suspended for 2 sessions from the Delhi Assembly for derogatory remarks against Aam Aadmi Party's Alka Lamba. FCI employees would observe 2 days countrywide strike beginning today to press their demands, which include the implementation of pension benefits. After remaining closed for over 3.5 years, the Shimla airport is going to resume flights between Chandigarh and Shimla. Live आ रहे हैं मतलब? After a court convicted 5 men for the gang rape of a Danish tourist in 2014, the court will today announce the quantum of punishment for the guilty today. The 51-year-old woman was sexually assaulted. Arrested kingpin of Delhi kidney racket will be produced before a West court in West Bengal. Police will in fact seek his transit remand, after which he will be shifted to Delhi. The overwhelming response of applicants for admission to the undergraduate courses has reached a milestone. In a week's time. More than 2 lakh online registration and 1 lakh full registration have been filed so far. After a sudden resignation, former DSP Anupama Shenoy vented her anger through a Facebook post and threatened to expose Karnataka Labour Minister P.T. Parameshwaran Naik. In the India Today sting operation on the Rajya Sabha polls, the CEC examined the sting footage till midnight. Assistant Returning Officer has now headed to Delhi to be part of the meeting. A British paedophile who has been convicted for sexually abusing children in orphanages while posing as an English teacher had come calling at an orphanage in the city 3 years ago. All India Council for Technical Education chairman says the centre is considering holding a single entrance exam for admission to undergraduate engineering courses as well, but that will not happen for the next 2 academic years. After authorities arrested State Police Association leader V. Shashidhar for planning to spearhead a strike and booked him for sedition, his wife has now appealed to the High Court seeking a CBI probe. A whistleblower was hacked to death as he tried to bring out a building permit scam. The RTI activist was a reputed businessman and was killed 100 meters away from a police station. A 22-year-old medical student has died after a hair transplant surgery went wrong. The boy's parents have alleged that the doctors in the hair transplant center were not properly qualified. After a hot and sizzling summer, city residents experienced surprise rains. The city got nearly 40 mm of rain in 40 minutes. Korean Coast Guard ship has arrived at the Chennai port. It would take part in the naval exercise aimed at strengthening the ties between South Korea and India. A national award-winning director has questioned the alleged curbs on the creative artist, speaking about the spat over Udta Punjab and CBFC Vetrimaran. The director says every director is afraid of the Censor Board. In a major embarrassment to the Congress, a leading contractor has filed an FIR against Sonia Gandhi over non-payment of dues. The Congress has agreed to settle the outstanding dues of 2.8 crore rupees to a contractor who built the Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Development Studies. The Met Department says southwest monsoon has finally set in over Kerala. Good rains are expected in the coming days over Kerala. Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan says that his government is aiming at a corruption-free and a transparent governance. Yet to come out of the shocking defeat, a second meeting of the UDF leadership decided to hold detailed discussions in July. 2 people were hurt when an elephant attacked them in Burdwan. A wild tusker entered the residential areas, creating panic. A teenage student was beaten to death by 2 locals in South 24 Pargana district over allegations of mango theft. A woman was allegedly killed by her alcoholic husband after she objected to his drinking. A minor boy in Malda committed suicide after he was physically assaulted for allegedly stealing 85,000 rupees from his uncle's house. Locals blocked railway lines in South 24 Pargana after a man was run over. Hillary Clinton has declared herself the Democratic Party nominee for the US president. Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders was direct and clear in sending a message to his supporters at a rally that his campaign has in fact been won at least 22 states and that he will continue with his race for the presidency. Buildings have been severely damaged by heavy rain-triggered flood in the city of Schwabisch Hall in South Germany. Some houses were entirely washed away by the flood and some were severely damaged beyond repair. The recent wild weather across Australia's east coast and Tasmania threatens a huge population as floodwaters move downstream. A car bomb attack by Kurdish militants on a police station in southeastern Turkey killed 3 people and wounded more than 30. Hundreds of Muhammad Ali fans spent hours standing in line for tickets to an interfaith memorial service for the late boxer in his hometown. Butterflies were released in honor of Muhammad Ali in his hometown as the city prepared to say goodbye to its native son. All the 118 passengers and 17 crew members on board an Egypt airplane en route from Cairo to Beijing have been safely evacuated after the aircraft made an emergency landing in Uzbekistan. The floating school, which became a beacon of hope for Nigerians living in Makoko, was damaged by heavy downpour. 5 cyclists were killed and 4 injured when a pickup truck collided with a cycling group along a road in Michigan. At least 9 people were wounded in a shooting incident in central Tel Aviv and 1 person was in critical condition. Cuba's iconic capital, Havana, is set to receive another boost to its burgeoning tourism industry as the Caribbean city was chosen as one of the 7 wonder cities of the world. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child opened for the first of several previews at the central London venue, and fans lucky enough to secure tickets for the event waited anxiously to get into the theatre. More than 16,000 items belonging to the Auschwitz victims have been recovered. These were items belonging to Jews from Poland, Hungary and across Europe. Almost 6 months floating aboard, in fact, the International Space Station, and 10 days before he's scheduled to return to Earth, British astronaut Tim Peake says it will take several months to fully adjust to life back on terra firma. The Indian team has arrived at Harare for their 12-day tour to Zimbabwe. Captain MS Dhoni will lead the newly looked pack of youngsters who were picked on their recent performance in the domestic structure. BCCI's hunt for Team India's head coach takes another turn as former Indian seamer Venkatesh Prasad and Balwinder Singh Sandhu have applied for the vacant spot. Earlier, Ravi Shastri and Sandeep Patil too filed their interest for the same. England and Sri Lanka are all set to lock horns in the final test of the 3-match series at Lord's later today. The host England have already won the series 2-0. Sri Lanka have picked up their one-day squad for England and Ireland limited over matches. Inclusion of all-rounder Parvez Mahroof came in as a surprise. With the inclusion of Seema Mohammad Amir in the upcoming tour to England, Stuart Broad has said that there will be no ill feeling towards Amir. South Africa have confirmed they will play a day-night test against Australia later this year. The third and the final test of the series will be a day-night fixture, and Adelaide Oval will play host to it. Under the newly appointed manager, Jose Mourinho, Manchester United has completed their first summer signing of the season. The Reds have bought Villarreal centre defending midfielder Eric Bailly. The French authorities are leaving no stone unturned to host a smooth and successful Euro. In the last measure, the authorities launched a mobile app which will alert users if there is an attack close to their location. ITF has suspended the former world #1 Maria Sharapova for 2 years after the Russian failed the drug test of a banned substance called meldonium in January this year. The 5-time Grand Slam champion Maria Sharapova is believed to voice against the ban imposed on her. Maria reportedly consumed the meldonium without her knowledge of the drug getting banned, as per her statement. Rahat Fateh Ali Khan has spoken on the Sultan Jug Bhumia track that was under a lot of controversy after Arijit Singh claimed that Salman Khan had dropped his version. Actress Vidya Balan, who is all set to share the screen space with veteran actor Nasiruddin Shah yet again in Begum Jaan, says it's always exciting to work with him. Having worked both in celluloid and digital medium, megastar Amitabh Bachchan has advocated preserving films for posterity by digitizing them. A trailer of 24 Season 2 starring actor-producer Anil Kapoor was unveiled in the presence of star daughter Sonam Kapoor. Shilpa Shetty turned 41 and wishes poured in from Bollywood friends. Hrithik Roshan, Abhishek Bachchan, Ritesh Deshmukh and Karan Johar were among those who wished her on social media. Veteran Bollywood actor Shakti Kapoor has confirmed that his children, daughter Shraddha and son Siddharth, will play Hasina Parker and her notorious brother, gangster Dawood Ibrahim, in the biopic Hasina. Actor Ajaz Khan, who has been reportedly booked by the police for sending lewd messages to a model, has pleaded innocence. Actress Lisa Ray has laughed away rumours that she has gone under the scalpel for a lip job. The Indo-Canadian actress is a cancer survivor who made a comeback to cinema after 13 years in 2015. The shooting for director Mohit Suri's Half-Girlfriend, which stars actor Arjun Kapoor and Shraddha Kapoor, has started. Co-producer Chetan Bhagat, Half-Girlfriend is an adaptation of an eponymous novel by the author. With a new lease of life from Iraivi, director turned actor S.G. Surya will now play the villain in A.R. Murugados's next film, a Tamil-Telugu bilingual starring Mahesh Babu. Reports say Christopher Nolan is planning to crash a $5 million plane that has been bought specially for his new World War II film, Dunkirk. After the death of Richard Harris, the casting directors of Harry Potter were looking for replacements to play Albus. After Katy Perry, actress Chelsea Handler is the latest celebrity whose Twitter account has been hacked. Actress Rini, who is making a return to the big screen in Bridget Jones' Baby, has slammed critics for scrutinizing her weight gain for the film. Actress Mackenzie Davis will star in Alcon Entertainment's sequel to the 1982 science fiction film Blade Runner. Mackenzie will join actors Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford in the film.